Hey, here we are. It's Monday. It's Monday for me. I don't know what day it is for you, but let's have this day together. It's evening in my moment, and two things, most immediate. I just kicked over a plant, and I'm mad and sad, and I have to clean that up. And the other thing is, we will finish at the exact moment that my dinner is done, so my oven will probably make a loud noise. So we're slightly feasting together, at least preparing to devour our nutrition, right? I hope you're all well hydrated, and I'm happy to be serving this today. I'm here to bring in the soft curves of what sometimes feels fixed. And in recent enlightenment that I've been what's been brought to my knowledge is a certain level of perception that I definitely know and I feel and I actually resonate with, which is quite fine. And I also find it's what gives me the opportunity to break free. Right, so anything, as we now know, we're getting colder and things feel a little bit stiffer, harder, more rigid. We can also think at sort of, and this is how I kind of bring the curve in. If we think of a teaching, right? So it comes with a form and in so many ways a package because we don't want it to be too loose, and otherwise in that way it may sort of come off as being without substance. And that's kind of where I'm starting this brain scramble with. And so I came across the synonym that or two words really that sort of been flowing through my thoughts, which is the idea of being austere. Austere has a fixedness with curves, and I know I'm just reiterating what I mean to say, but it tends to lend us the opportunity to bring other theory or knowledge in. So it's the theory and knowledge of oneself, right? And what we know about ourselves, and that's our knowledge, is that we're not stuck, right? We're not only in this one place. So sometimes training can make us feel that we're we're really kind of rooted in this definition. And the great thing about how we move into our world of enjoying that we are flexible is that we start noticing that we are also very much in these other compartments. And therefore, in all of that, we can't help to take different form, right? We're taking different form in this practice. If you're a dancer, right? If you're a chef, if you're a newbie to the practice and you just don't even know what your form does when called out to take such inspiration in, then we find that, right? And we find it always growing. So let's grow together for this little time we have. All right, eyes closed for 3 breaths. All I ask is just 3 mindful inhales, matched by 3 exhales, mindfully letting go. For me, that was 3. For you, it might be more. Maybe you're still doing it. I'm bringing Erica Badu into our practice today. She'll be here. I'll try not to let her be too distracting. I might have to Alexa her down, and you can message me if my music's too loud, or maybe you have a recommendation that you want to hear in a shout out practice to you. All right, I'm starting from the front of my mat. And I'm just kind of letting myself be grounded in my heels, right? Feeling my feet. You can notice you can shift forward and shift back. You can feel more outer edges of the feet, more inner edges of the feet. You can kind of do a little skier's swish. And this is kind of keeping your feet in the plane of your ankles and then sort of upward towards your knees. And this is kind of giving me a little swivel in my hips, so I'm feeling a little Hawaiian shuffle. Right? And then landing in the center, right? Think of tailbone down towards that space right between your ankles. And inhale your arms up to the sky. Look up and just kind of stir up into the sky. So I'm flopping my fingers and flopping and flapping my wrists. In so many ways, we're kind of letting pressure out of your fingertips and all the whatnot that you brought in, the information into your hands and palms, maybe into the wrists, and just let it descend, right? Think of this kind of washing through the heart. It becomes more pure, that energy of work, and then it goes straight down into the ground. It nourishes the ground and continues to the core of the earth, right? Follow your next exhale to forward bow. So I have a notion to be a little bit more into a more muscular practice today, but you can always modify that by taking more time, taking more breath, or taking some parts out. So I'll try not to overload us, but I'll definitely try to give us a healthy helping. Right, so I'm bending my knees so my fingers touch the floor. My left foot's gonna step back. I have a lunge. All I'm doing is sweeping this back to a three-legged dog. And then bringing that right foot forward again with the tone of my abdominal muscles. Place the foot, left foot steps forward. Inhale to a flat back, pause. Right, your pause just really ends up with an exhale, right? Your next inhale then comes all the way up. Arms reach up. There they are. If you still feel free to wiggle the fingers, do so if that helps. And then follow your next exhale the whole length, all the way down. Okay, knees are bent so fingertips can touch the floor. So much that I'm mostly just in my left leg. My right foot comes off the floor so I can reach back and tap it. And so here's a hard and fast, something that always may be thrown at you, and it's not always sort of showing up in other trainings, but it should, because this is just about sort of the health and well-being of your knees, is that the knee is generally right above your heel. I say it all the time, but you never know when you might just listen, or myself do. Right, left leg goes back, I'm in a three-legged dog, and you come forward on the exhale, so that empty out the belly tucks in, you get a little bit of a rounded in the back, so you get nice, deep, strong contraction of the abs. Lean into the left foot, right foot meets the left. Next inhale, halfway up, pause for an exhale. This next inhale, come all the way up, arms reach up. This exhale, sit to chair pose. Okay, this inhale, come back to stand. Right, bigger open chest, little squeezy glutes. Exhale, fold. Down to the floor to touch. Okay, left foot steps back, low lunge. Right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Right here, you're gonna tuck on the exhale, come forward with the shoulders, right knee tucks in, and then you're gonna take a three-legged chaturanga. Elbows bend, right leg is still lifted. So chaturanga is halfway down, shoulders the height of the elbows. Straighten the arms, tuck the knee again, and then place the foot. Step into that right foot so the left foot comes forward. So we're just transferring weight forward, getting solid in your center of gravity, and then allowing everything to solidify and find your form, right? So we're mostly finding our place to be most in our person, right? So most inner person is this pose, right? Inhale to a flat back, exhale, fold, and then inhale, this is your person. Mountain pose, arms up to the sky, and then exhale all the way down. Oops, I forgot a chair pose. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, sit to chair. So when we describe sort of a standing Tadasana, right, that is this. It can be arms up, but it also can be arms to your side, right? This is also called the power pose, because the power pose is you sort of shining bright from your true center, right? So nothing can throw you over, nothing wavers, and nothing is lost, right? Inhale up, yay. Exhale, fold. Awesome. Okay, little bend of the knees, right foot steps back. There's your low lunge. And then your next inhale, left leg goes back, three-legged dog. Empty out, tuck the knee forward. Tuck the chin in as well. I'm very tiptoe on that right foot, my shoulders are forward. And then I'm going three-legged chaturanga, look forward. Straighten the arms, tuck in again. Place the foot, lean into the foot so the right leg gets light. You place the foot. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale in that flat back. Next inhale, all the way up, arms reach up. and then we'll sit to that chair pose. Okay, I saw this little dance move earlier today. Stand up, right knee lifts, exhale, touch the left elbow to your right knee. Inhale, back to center. On your exhale, touch that right foot to Uttanasana, right? Uttanasana is just a little cheerleader pose, right leg out to the right, and open the toes towards the back, the heels towards the front, and then you're gonna exhale back to middle, and then a warrior three. Okay, very gently you're gonna tap that down, right foot lands, back behind you, left leg straightens. Here's a pyramid pose. We're gonna come up and see if you can keep straight legs on this inhale. You're gonna come up for a moment, woo! And then you're gonna exhale into a dancing warrior. So your back heel goes down and you sit back to a bent right knee. Okay, take your next inhale back into the left leg, right leg gets light, comes to meet the left. Inhale to a flat back, exhale, inhale all the way up, and exhale, sit to chair. Okay, nice little deep sit. On your inhale, come up to stand, left knee lifts, and then your exhale, there's your twist. Little tap or push of elbow into knee, and knee up into elbow. Then your next inhale, come back through the heart, through the middle, open that left knee, and then wherever you catch that leg, catch it at the calf, or catch it at the toes, or even catch it bent at the knee, right? So you decide, okay? And your next inhale, come back to the middle. Your exhale, sweep it back to warrior three. I like a nice bright warrior three. All right, on your next exhale, step back to a low lunge, and then straighten that front leg. So here's a hamstring stretch. It can be pretty intense, especially if you've been doing any other type of leg work, or just kind of in a certain way today with your hamstrings, maybe always. Right, to get up steady, I'm pushing into the toes of my front foot, so forward and down. If you stay in the heel tends to have only kind of a rigid, kind of very definite point, which isn't bad, but it tends to lead you more towards falling or tipping, or at least a little more anxiety towards being balanced. If you're a little more attentive to the front of the foot, there's a variety of ways that you can engage there. So pressing out from big toe all the way over to little toe, and otherwise everything in between. So lots of variation. Left heel goes down, left knee bends. Here's a little dancing warrior. Ooh, that's my more favorite side. And now come back up and through, and now I'm in low lunge. Lean into that right foot, left foot meets. Okay. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, staying there. I know you thought you were gonna fold again, right? I keep thinking I'm going to also. Next inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, sit. Yeah. This next exhale, straighten the legs and forward bow. So we're pretty good enough. That was a quickie warm up. But you should be sort of feeling that something has changed or influenced or allowed some space in the rigidness of the hamstrings. And hamstrings very much still like to just kind of stay the way they are. And they do really well for us, but they do even better for our mindset when we practice them being lengthy and flexible. So you may get a big feeling of that in your yoga practice. Okay, inhale to a flat back. On your exhale, knees bend, hands plant. Hop, step, or jump to plank pose. When you go to chaturanga, you're gonna lift the right leg off the floor, so it's gonna be a three-legged chaturanga. And then you're gonna straighten the arms and tuck the knee. This is different. So now when you slide back to three-legged dog, I'm actually gonna bend my elbows and bring my forearms to the floor. So now it's a three-legged dog in forearms, and that's pretty massive in the shoulders, asking a lot of many parts of your person, right? Okay, just letting the heart settle in, trying not to pinch this into the neck. Okay, and then simultaneously here, you're gonna lift the elbows, pull the shoulders forward, pull that right knee forward, and place the foot. Pretty good. Then you're gonna slide through warrior three, up to stand with the left knee lifting, and then tap, turn, tuck to that left knee. On this next inhale, a nice little kick into Uttanasana, left leg out. And we're gonna hold that foot or wherever you're holding it. And now you're gonna start to kind of wop, 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 stick your butt out behind you and start to lean way forward, right? So heart forward over that right foot. Then when you let go of that left leg, it's gonna slide back. And there's another warrior three, down to a low lunge. Right leg's gonna straighten. Okay, lean out into those toes. Take it up. There's your straight legs and lifted arms, right? And maybe a smiling face and your eyes might even be up forward. Right, we're gonna take this into a warrior two first. And we're gonna slide your warrior two into dancing warrior. So right leg straightens and left knee bends, right? Stay in that left heel. You're on the toe, the heel of the right foot too. So you're just gonna lean back to find that left knee nice and grounded. Right, come back, lunge to the right foot. And now we're going to three-legged chaturanga. Right leg goes up, elbows bend. Here's the difference. Go for up dog, feet to the floor. And then take that back to down dog. Super nice, look forward, knees bend. When you're ready, hop your feet to your hands. Inhale to a flat back, stay in flat back, exhale, soften here. Nice, this next inhale, all the way up to stand. If you hadn't noticed that little halfway point and then a continuation up to your tall mountain, super great engagement, right? Glute, booty, hamstring, probably calves too, but a nice little sort of wrap around from the low back strength to the front low abdominal muscle strength, right? Arms up, and then exhale, sit to chair. Right, feel free to challenge yourself to sit a little bit deeper or look lightly in your neck, right? If you look too much to the sky, you're gonna feel that pinch in the back of the neck. No bueno, lots of stiffness in the upper back, right? That will be really hard to melt later. So you want to make your adjustments in these kind of, these work spaces, right? Like chair pose. Forward bow. There you are. Feeling pretty good now. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, knees bend, hands plant. We're hopping into plank pose. Okay? Right here, you're going to lift the left leg as you go chaturanga. Right? Then you're going to straighten the arms, tuck the knee. Now you're going to press back for three-legged dog, and this is when your elbows sink down to the floor, right? So take your time if you're a little wobbly or feeling a little unstable or trying to understand how to do that both at the same time. Seems like a really stiff act, right? So again, refer to the ways that you are very manageable, flexible, diverse in your hands, your fingers, your knuckles. Those will help you balance into that descent, right? So a couple breaths here as I ramble, feeling that back foot keeping you nice and steady up into the hips. Okay, on your next inhale, whew, elbows up, left knee tuck, and place the foot. Super. Very sweetly come up. Here's your warrior three. Awesome. Come to stand. Right knee lifts, and you can go right into your exhale. Turn, twist, tuck. I've been doing this at the gym a lot. People look at me funny, but you can't deny the results from it. It's really, really good. If you're really squeezing from your left ribs towards your right hip, top of thigh, you're gonna really get a good feeling of why that's helpful. Okay, so right here, you're coming back through center, and right leg is going out, Utthita Hasta. All right, if you're feeling really wily, hamstrings go forward, collarbones lift up and tuck back, shoulder blades down towards your left heel, and that's a very triumphant shape. Okay, here is a little flying Utthita, right? Heart forward into that chest, looking forward. You let go of the foot so that you can control that land back into that warrior three. And then a sweet, slow exhale. I don't know if that was slow. Into your low lunge. Left leg straightens. There's your little hamstring touchdown to pyramid pose. See if you can keep that left leg straight as you pick that up into a standing pyramid pose, right? So my back heel is still high until I go to warrior two. Boop. Left heel, back right heel goes left. There you are. And then you're gonna take that back again into your right foot. Here's your dancing warrior pose. Nice feeling of being able to modify and shift, right? Good modification to kind of find the curves of your practice is let your hand touch the floor, right? See if you can still identify your center of gravity, even if you're bringing in some assistance, right? So however that might look. Okay, right leg straightens, so you can go to left foot, left knee. Here we go, and this one's gonna go to three-legged chaturanga. So it's left leg up, elbows bend. Right, heart is forward. Go for up dog. Oh. It's times like this where up dog really sort of shows up just in time, right? To remind you to stay really even through your collarbones, open through your heart, strong in your back. Okay, back to down dog. Ooh. Okay, I'm kind of wishing this was a 45-minute class, but, right, I made my choices. Don't want to overcook dinner. Look forward to your hands. Bend your knees, hop your feet to the front. Inhale to a flat back, stay in your flat back. And to exhale, soften the heart. All right, this next inhale, come all the way up. Whew. Exhale, sit to chair. Pretty good. Okay, very gently fold in, nice, sturdy, straight legs. Okay, all right, inhale to a flat back. This exhale, knees bend, hands plant, hop back, plank pose. Ooh. Hey, let's tie in a little bit of our side plank. So take your your heels to the left. I still have like a down dog shape though, so my right hip is pressing back. My left hip kind of feels like it's tucking underneath my left shoulder. Okay, and now when I come forward with my shoulders, that's when I'm gonna drop my left hip and sweep my right hand towards the back. When I come up through the hips, now I'm gonna lift right knee and right elbow to touch. Awesome. Now this one's cute. We're gonna take this to three-legged chaturanga. So right foot to the front of the mat and bend the elbows lower. Right, three-legged chaturanga straightens, three-legged plank to tuck your knee. Back to a three-legged dog with the forearms down. Ooh, yay. Those are some areas that I haven't worked on in a while. Okay, press the hands down, lift the elbows, pull the knee forward, place the foot. Right, this is the last round on the right side, up to warrior three. When you come up to stand, turn to tuck, and then send it out and grab the foot. You're still turned, but you're a little more open, left hip's dropping down, so it's a turn, twist, lift, and then when you let go of the foot, the leg is still lifted, and it opens up and out, and here's your Utthita Hasta. Okay, stick your butt out behind you, there's that flying version, you let the leg go, yay. Warrior three. Hips are as balanced as you can get them, so be mindful there. That left hip's gonna kind of try to poop out and shift everything and give all of it to the right leg and hip, so it's a nice little awareness management if you recognize that little floaty hip. Okay, warrior three, low lunge. Whoopsies. Right here, straighten that right leg. Okay, pushing into the foot. Whee! Here we are, up in that standing lift, and you can even bend that back knee a little bit more, lift the chest, and lean back a little bit more. Those arms are heavy. When you come back up, oh, careful there. Warrior two, right knee bends. Take a side angle pose for a moment to enjoy some space in that left hip, right? And we'll add a little bit more because we're working with strength. Reach your right arm forward also. Right, that way it's a little bit more of a kind of a playful celebration to come back up. Right leg straightens, left heel is already down, so you sit into your dancing warrior. Yummy, right? Come forward to that right foot. Here's your low lunge. Okay, we're going three-legged chaturanga through a vinyasa here, so take your time. Right, halfway down, foot's to the floor. When you come up, you're nice and sweet into that down dog. All right, last side, left side, just in time. Okay, keep this as down dog as you sweep the heels to the right. So what you're first noting is that there's lots of space from your left pinky finger, it's pressing down to the floor, to the outer edge, that sort of little lip of bone in the pelvis of your left hip. Right, and then it goes right into that sort of top ridge of the glutes, and it might even slip down your crack, but really that's up to you. Right, so you keep your heels to the right, so when you slide forward with the shoulders, you're gonna dip your right hip down. You're getting a little back adjustment, which is gonna be nice. Hips are gonna go up. As that left arm goes up, you're gonna tuck the elbow and the knee. And then when that left hand comes back to the front, you gotta lift that right heel to tuck your left knee in towards your face. This is gonna go to three-legged chaturanga. And then you're gonna come up and press this back. Three-legged dog, the elbows sink down, okay? So hopefully we're more comfortable with this now. We can feel those elbows still pretty sort of glued towards each other to the floor, hands pressing down. Nice broad upper back in front of the chest, okay? Hands press down, elbows come up, and knee comes forward. Place the foot. Up, here's your warrior three. Up to stand, here's your right knee, and here's your turn with a reach. All right, so foot's out in front of you. Let's see if I can make it cute. You can see all me, as if you really need to. All right, so right hip is down, right hand is back, so shoulders tacked down away from the ear. All right, when you let go, okay, you naturally open up to the Utthita Hasta. You tip forward. There's that little flying action. Right, you let that go. Here's a sweet warrior three. That goes to a nice low lunge. Right, left leg straightens. Pushing down to the toes. Brightly sweep up. Hopefully this is getting a little bit easier to do here. And then right knee just slightly bended so you can lift the chest and reach farther through the arms. Okay, warrior two. Love it. Left elbow, top of left knee. Nice strong sweep. Long line back, right heel, top, right wrist. All right, so it's yogi's choice, right? You either loved it or felt less than loving or liking in a strong way to lift that left arm, okay? So it's there for you if you want it. Then it's come up, a little celebration, surprise, like fireworks, right? Into your dancing warrior. And then slide that, oh yay. Here's your low lunge, front foot. Right into three-legged chaturanga. We're doing our vinyasa here, so stay right, peeled open in the chest, your up dog, and then take that to all fours, right? A couple cat-cow tucks, so tuck just to be really neat and really sweet and rounded with yourself in the back, but still very strong, right? So not letting go of anything that we're true to in our beliefs, but maybe available, right? So I love the idea of being available. I've been hearing some really good notions that are reprogramming the way I formerly thought of things, which is, it's nice. I'd like to say that it's a mark of growth. To be continued, right? Tuck the chin again. So we're doing a little cat-cows, but being really sweet and slow with them. So you can really let your cat-cows turn into an abdominal exercise if you wish. And your next exhale, come up. You're standing on your knees. All we're doing right here, we have 45 seconds to do this. 3 hinge backs and we're done, right? So arms are forward. I'm gonna do just like a little angle so you can see the side. And you're just leaning back into the toes. And just lean back as far as you can while still keeping a streamline, a rigid line from knees towards head. And when you come up to stand, arms up and chest lifts. Right, and then you're gonna go into that again on the exhale. Hinge back, strong thighs and strong glutes. You're gonna notice everything just kind of meets each other right there in that center. Inhale up, arms up, right? So this is that streamline. It's the precision of you, and you got here by the hard work that you do to be flexible, right? Leaning back. OMG, that really makes dinner's ready, makes your thighs scream, right? Chest up, and let those arms go. Whew. Give yourself a little hug right here, right? So if you reach back, you can kind of wiggle, crawl your fingers, spider them, find your shoulder blades, and once you do then, tuck your chin and press your elbows down. Okay, let your back body sort of feel like it's spreading out and open, releasing and down. And then you gently let it go. Sweep and circle the hands and come to sit just for one little goodbye kiss, right? Bring your hands to your heart. This Anjane Mudra, the sort of the fire space that is the Anjane, the Agni of the heart. And as you notice, if you've ever swept your hand through a flame, there's a sweetness to that quick heat, right? Call it a kiss, right? I'm a fire sign, so I get that. It's also like a whip. So apologies in advance, and also sorry, but only a little bit, because we need it, and I also need it to sometimes say I'm sorry. So namaste to that, right? Yay to the hard work we do at being us, right? Stay sweet. Talk soon. Thanks for coming.